right, all right. Happy summertime. Here we go. Tuesday, we're back August 15th. We're back for a little summer show. Thank you very much for showing up, Dr. Tokonomian. Hanging out with
Howdy.
us. Ray is on his way in as soon as he gets his mic fixed or whatever technical difficulties he's having there. But welcome, everybody. Let's see who's here tonight. Ella's here watching the show. Great to see us back. Yeah, we kick Ray around there and see if you can help him out. Good evening, Craig. Craig, how are we doing tonight? Anything exciting happening? Always exciting stuff happening. Yes, that's right. And hello, everybody. Josh, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see my friends. Robin, thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. I'm going to share real quick. I just have, there's plenty of going on. Here's Ray. Let's see if he can, no, can't hear us, Ray. We can hear you. So if you just want to say something, Ray,
Or
you can say whatever you want. No, nothing. A little bit. Go ahead. He doesn't want to talk. I can hear him, but he doesn't want to talk. But anyway, well, our special guest tonight is Dr. Tokonomi. And before I do that, I just want to tell everybody what I did last night, which was awesome. I'm going to share my screen 1 second. See if this comes up. Entire screen. And here we go. There it is. So we talk about getting together IRL events in real life. I did a Crypto Mondays in New York City because the founder was there holding. He holds Crypto Mondays every other Monday in downtown Manhattan. So my son and I went to Crypto Mondays, which was pretty cool. This one was powered by Crypto Oracle. That's the consulting firm he works for, and this was one of his colleagues that he works with at Crypto Oracle. So these were some of the pictures put up, and I, of course, put up my pictures there. This is Eric, the guest of honor, and this is Lou Kerner, the host of the event. And there's Lou and his wife, Tatiana. This is my son, William, and of course, that's me. So it was great place. Usually these things are, anywhere from 10 to 15 people showing up to when I go to the one local here in Stamford, Connecticut now, we get 140 people show up the first Monday of the month. So it's very exciting to go to real life events. And this was this guy, Eric, who talked about AI and crypto, just some really exciting stuff. This is his LinkedIn profile. Engineer, thinking machines, a mad scientist, and decentralization advocate. Just a super smart guy, and they consult on some really big projects. And he's just was talking about how fast things are moving in that space with AI and DeFi. He really wants to see DeFi work. He is not as much a fan as central CDBCs as much as Lou Kerner is. Lou Kerner, the host of and creator of Crypto Mondays. But it was exciting little conversation. They talked for about a half an hour, but then of course we sat around in a little circle talking to Eric about different things. And he said that the one craziest thing that he's seen that blew his mind was that the Department of Defense has a microchip that uses a human brain cell and a rat brain cell to power it and to learn, and it's working. So he said the Terminator chip is real and does exist. So really crazy, really smart guy. It was a great time. And then networking with a whole bunch of people there. They probably had 40 or 50 people show up. A lot of fun. So that was my night last night. And of course, there's plenty of other stuff going around in the crypto world. Maybe if Ray fixes up, he'll be able to join us. Decrypting Chaos in the house. Crypto Adventures. Welcome. Jason, thank you for showing. Thank you. So I guess we should just jump right into it here, Dr. T.
yeah, no worries.
I don't see you've developed something special here, and I don't see your shared screen anymore. Can you share that again?
Sharing. Yeah, hold on.
Beautiful. You have developed a so I mean, we haven't had you on enough, but you've developed a couple of things for us that report on, and you run things through the sales on the Twitter page and everything like that.
Right?
But now you have this game
Yep.
for the monsters, and this is pretty exciting.
Yeah. So,
Looks a little bit like a Rubik's Cube, but take it away. Tell us about it.
all right. So this is in honor of the Flight 2.0 monsters coming to
Yeah.
Earth, which their arrival is imminent. So this is just kind of a fun way to celebrate some of that, but it coincides with a game that I developed independently, and it just so happens I figured out a way that I can incorporate the monsters. And if you've seen my Twitter feed, you may have seen these puzzles, these video puzzles posted, and some folks have expressed a little confusion about how they actually work. So obviously, there's 4 choices here. There's a series of letters in there. There's A, B, C, and D. You can see them in the red font there. And this is a Sudoku game. It's not a full 9x9 because that's way too hard to do on a social media page, but it works the same way as Sudoku. So each row has the numbers 1 through 4. So you see this row here, we've got 1 and then a monster and a 2 and a 4. So this monster is the same as 3. So everywhere this monster appears would be a 3. So the goal is to figure out which of the letters equal which number here. And basically, by using the same process you solve regular Sudokus, you can solve this 3D Sudoku. On the videos, you can stop it and you can rotate it around so you can see it. Some people might want to have a little notepad, because once you figure out which number this monster represents, then you've got to keep track of it until you get down to the letter. So you can see that on my Twitter feed. There's also a TikTok page now at Dr. Tokonomian, and a YouTube channel at Dr. Tokonomian, where I'll be posting these same videos, and I'll be starting to post 1 per day. There's 5 of them out there right now, but I'll post a new one each day. And what I want to do right now is demonstrate how the game actually works. So this will come out as a full game soon. We're going to have phone app versions, website versions, etc. And so here's the demonstration of a regular Sudoku. This is a 3x3. So this is super simple. The way you solve it, you've got only 1 blank in this row. So you've got a 1 and a 3. So this is obviously a 2 here. So now we can solve the rest of the numbers. You've got a 3 in this column and a 1 in this row. So this has to be a 2. So that means this has to be a 3, etc. So this is how a regular Sudoku works.
Right.
But what we're going to do is we're going to make this 3D now. So now you've got Sudokus, you've got planes.
Yeah, this is where you lost me.
Yeah, so
you went from I get it to I don't know, this is going to take a lot of.
All right, so let's just keep going. So here we've got a 1 right here and a 3 right here. So this again is going to be a 2. So when you put in a number, if you put in I've got to go to a blank cell. If you put in a wrong number, it's going to be red. So you get an indication of what the actual answer is. So let's go back and finish this. So that's basically how you solve a 3D Sudoku. Now, the 3x3 isn't all that hard or interesting. So what we do is, depending on your skill level and your interest, we can do 4x4 or 5x5 or,
oh boy,
give it a second here, 6x6.
Oh my word.
7x7, 8x8, and 9x9. Now, the technical problem to actually produce a 9x9 by 9 3D Sudoku is exceptionally difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, exceptionally difficult. This is on the level of cryptographic coding, and I can't even calculate the numbers. There's quintillions and quintillions of combinations in a 9x9. So rather than diving into that, if we go back down to this level here, to help solve it, we let you split these things. So if I click here, I can split this now. So now I can isolate this one Sudoku here. The actual key is to solve a thing that I call a triaxial. And let me show that. So this is where you've got your row and your column and your tunnel have to all have, 1 through 3. So we've got a 1 and a 3. So this has to be a 2 and a 1, and that's a 1. That's got to be a 3 and a 1. So this solves one of the corners, and then we can bring it back together. So that's the basics of how to play, and one of the keys, like I said, is these triaxials that you can separate anywhere you want to. But to celebrate the monsters, we
yeah.
So now we replace the blank cells with the letters so that we can have a quiz, solve for A, B, and C, and then we put the monsters in there as well. And so the idea is still the same. So here we've got a 1 and a 3. So C is going to equal 2, and that would be one of the choices here. So you just pay attention to what the different choice options are. And in the Twitter version, I always post it with a poll with the different answers, so you can just select which of the 4 answers you want, and then I post the answers on the next day. I'm hoping to get some feedback, because it's hard because I've spent literally months and months programming this thing. I just know it inside and out, exactly how every part of it works, and I don't get much feedback on what other people think. If it's too hard, too easy, can you do this? Can you do that? So I'm hoping to get feedback that we can incorporate into the actual released game. So really, you're all alpha testers with me at this point.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's going to be a tricky for me. I'm not a big Sudoku player. My wife does it a lot, but
well, that's
if I
the
stick
person
with the
I
3x3s, I'm sure I'll be able to work with those. But I mean, that was going crazy at level 9.
Yeah, and so actually I can solve them at level 9. It takes quite a bit of time. There's no doubt about that, but it's not unsolvable.
Right.
And hopefully it's fun for people. I mean, and also I'm kind of excited about the AI revolution. I've designed other characters, so I've got robotic numbers that I can use in place of just the regular number fonts. So they're robot characters that represent numbers, and I've got different ideas about things that can happen. Let's say you solve 10% of the puzzle, and then have a robot come in and destroy one of your numbers or switch things around, things like that.
That sounds pretty intense. They're loving the game in the comments. I don't know if you see these while I'm putting them up over there, if you can just see your screen, but Jason says it's so cool. He loves the mechanics. Santisi says the game is incredible. Josh says super awesome. It looks fun. Ray's telling me it's how cool is it for you just to come up with this? And yeah, you didn't ask anyone's permission to develop this. You developed this all on your own with the monsters and with this game mechanic. It's
right.
It's very cool that you can. Well, obviously, you're
a bit
of a gamer.
Yeah,
Go
what's
on.
kind of cool is I own the IP rights of this image. So all
Right.
the monsters in my game are the monsters that I own. So
Right.
I'm taking advantage of my intellectual property rights. But you mentioned the uniqueness of this game. Literally, this is the only 3D Sudoku game on Earth.
Wow.
I I'm an academic. I did academic research. There is an academic paper published on 3D Sudoku that they talk about some algorithms. My algorithms kick its ass. But literally nobody is produced a 3D Sudoku game. 3x3, no problem. Anybody can do it. 9x9, very, very difficult.
There's no way I'm trying that. Jeremy here is thanks for the tutorial. Can you post a link to the video in your bio to refer people to the forum on Twitter? Yeah, where's the best place to find this game so they can play
Okay,
it?
so on Twitter, at Robert Jeffs _, that's what Dr. T's alias is on Twitter. On YouTube, it's at Dr. Tokenomian, and on TikTok, it's also at Dr. Tokenomian.
I'm trying to put that at Robert Jeffs. So that's JEFFS.
Yeah, with an underscore on the end.
Yeah, I think I got that, and you double check this for me. So I'm gonna put this up. Does that look right, Robert Jeffs? It doesn't matter about capital or.
Yeah, I got to move my screen here.
Sorry, but I got
yes.
Robert Jeffs there.
Yeah, so that's Twitter.
Look at that on Twitter, and then on your Twitter, you're gonna have links to everywhere else you can get to it, right?
Yeah, one of the puzzles I posted has my TikTok and YouTube links, but Beautiful. I'll pin a tweet with those links.
Great, super. No, that's cool. So then you can look up at Robert Jeffs with an underscore after it. So if anybody's copying that down, don't forget the underscore after the S. You'll find Dr. T there, and links to this game and the video, the YouTube channel, which will explain, how to go through this again and everything. This is awesome. This is it's incredible that no one's designed this before, and I see where you're going with this. It's very cool for people that love Sudoku,
right.
And super challenging when you multiply out the levels. But the 3D factor is very cool. And then when you sub in these monsters, that just makes it super unique and great for the collection.
Right.
And congrats on weaving in your own monsters there. That's very cool. You got some good looking monsters there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. I love it. Very good.
So actually, this show we taped tonight, this will be part of my instructions. I haven't actually produced an instruction video yet, so
okay.
Now I've got a head start.
So there you go. This will be up again on our channel, Be Social TV, and so it'll be on our Twitter, and then link back to you there. And of course, it's on screen right now. Robert Jeffs at Robert Jeffs _ will get you to yours, and then of course you can take questions and comments and everything on your Twitter page, and that'll be fun for you to get reactions and people's. So is this a when you're doing this, is there a timed factor, like how I see it, and it kind of reminds me of a Rubik's Cube. So
right.
I know they time people on how to do that. Is there a time factor on how fast you can solve these level?
There's
the 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of options on gameplay, and I think I'll introduce a time factor. I'd also like to produce contests, so the criteria would be a time contest.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, AI screws up contests of all kinds.
Yeah,
it would be impossible to figure out if somebody's cheating or not. But there you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm interested in feedback on different gameplay factors. Like I said, having a robot come in and destroy some of your answers periodically if you're not fast enough, or if you get a time bonus and add some extra answers and things of that nature. There's a whole ecosystem that I'd like to explore with this as a game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that this is awesome. And building on this game, do you have any other games that you have in the works? I mean, this is no slouch right here. This is
No,
incredible. That it's the
well,
only 3D Sudoku
yeah, this is a
in creation.
brickload of work. So
Yeah,
just getting it to the point where I, like I said, this is basically alpha testing. Then we'll have to refine the gaming elements and go into beta testing, and then have production for iPhone, iPad, Android, PC, Apple, and they all behave slightly different. So
sure.
some of them, you do a right click or a middle click or a scroll mouse or a swipe left kind of thing. So there's just an enormous amount of details to get right. And being an aerospace engineer, I'm kind of focused on it's got to be perfect or it can't launch, right? So but it's more than enough to keep me busy for a while, and I'd like to expand it beyond that, but I've got to get this part all released first.
That's amazing. Now, since this is the only one, can you patent this game?
You can patent software. I imagine I could probably patent this. I don't have the money to patent it. So
right.
The other thing about patent infringement is if somebody develops something, you've got to have resources to stop them, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a grassroots social media grown thing, and if it's successful,
so this is this video, being broadcast and time stamped and put out on 4 or 5 different locations is our proof.
Right.
If anybody comes up with a video before this, then we'll have to double check their work and challenge them on it. But this is the proof right here that you came up with this. That's awesome. This is a world record kind of launching situation here. That's very exciting that you came on here to do this. I mean, this is an awesome game. It's I can't believe it. This is intense, and to incorporate the monsters, extra special. I think that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Excellent.
So were there any questions out there?
Not about the game. I guess people wanted to get to. They're probably all on your account there on Twitter at Robert Jeffs. Poking around and trying it out, which is cool. That's the best thing to do is learn by experience.
Right.
And do that. What other are there any other layers to this that you were thinking about, or is it just free to play on there, or do you have to have a monster to do it, or do you thinking about any ideas like that?
So initially we're going to roll it out free for everything, and eventually it all comes down to basic economics. If you're extremely popular, then people want to pay money, right? Or you get advertising or things of that nature. At this point, my audience is pretty low, and so I'm just trying to get exposure, getting people who like puzzles and games and Sudoku interested in it, and then hopefully get some of that viral aspect into it. I'll be honest, on the phone apps and the website, there will probably be paid advertising, and to be ad free would be membership. And there's a possibility with several of the NFT projects, the bees, the goats, the monsters, that ownership of an NFT gets you particular privileges, and so those are all things that I'm interested in doing.
Well, I think it was just on Monday, Coca-Cola put out some NFTs. That would be cool if they would sponsor your game and you could put a Coke bottle in there or something like that. That
you know what, I would be willing to take their call.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean that's awesome, because you even put a couple of your monsters in there, put a Coke bottle or a Nike shoe or something like. I mean, you could really start mixing it up, make it pretty exciting and pretty difficult, challenging at the same time. That's awesome. This is congratulations. That's a lot of work, and that's pretty intense. And then, of course, up to level 9 is genius level.
There you go, genius level.
And that's just amazing. Just amazing. Ariel says, where do we download or play the game? All instructions will be on Dr. T's Twitter, which you can find at @RobertJeffs_. Don't forget the underscore, that little low dash after the S, and you'll find him right there on Twitter. And he'll pin this tweet and this video up there again. And you can't break it, right? So when they find the link and are playing on there, they can push all those buttons and
Oh yeah. Well,
have at it. So
so this menu doesn't appear on the social media version. All you get
okay.
is the 4 answer choices. So the full game, when it's released, you will have all this interactivity where you can rotate it and split it and things. But you're not able to do that on the Twitter and the YouTube and the TikTok versions. Right?
Version 1. All right.
Version 1. I call it 3Doku Lite for social media.
Very cool. No, that's intense. That's going to be a lot of fun. I will definitely pass that around, and of course, everybody here should like us and give a shout out to Dr. T there, and share that with all your Sudoku crazy friends.
Yep.
I will definitely pass this along to my wife because she's always doing those puzzles, and that'd be very cool.
Yeah, and if somebody's ambitious enough, I'll post a 5x5 or a 7x7 on Twitter and give you unlimited time to figure it out.
I think it would take a lot of time to figure that stuff out. But very cool though. Very cool. I like it. Congratulations. Good. And that's just awesome that you came here to show this off for the first ever 3D Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah, and with any luck, the Flight 2.0 monsters will be arriving at midnight or something, right?
Yes, that's the rumor. Ray couldn't get on here. I don't know what happened to Ray, but I think he had news along those lines that it's imminent. We'll use that word. I think you said it earlier. But yeah, look out for Flight 2, and there's going to be some great things happening there. A lot more monsters coming out, so people got to pay attention to this channel. I'm sure Dr. T will be posting things about that as well, and of course, go comment on the Ray of Light and beat him up for not being able to show up tonight. Go ahead and do that. So we'll leave it right there, about a half hour, and I think you're going to show it off to a couple other people a little later on, right?
We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
Sounds good. Otherwise, this will be up on all our channels. And check that out. And of course, send a little congratulations to Dr. T on Twitter. That's good stuff. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to leave it right there. And obviously, pay attention to the Twitter and Monster My City, because Flight 2 is going to happen very, very soon. Imminent. There we go. Thanks, Dr. T. Congratulations, and good luck with this one.
Thank you. See y'all.